Good morning, guys. Welcome to Mornings with me. I've got a story for you this morning. So it's pretty crazy. I'm going to do things a little bit differently because there's some cards that I pulled the last couple days. There was a day that I didn't post because the internet here, the Wi-Fi signal was so bad I couldn't post a video, so I ended up having two. Anyway, I missed a day. And on this day, I met an old friend who is also a pirate. If you had watched last videos, it's all about Seven of Swords and the pirates that are surrounding me. And, you know, the second I saw Gerald, I was like, hey man, like everything was like forgiven. And this is something about me that I generally have really liked about myself. I don't hold grudges. And when I see somebody that maybe had done me wrong, I don't feel meanness and hatred. I'm like, I really honestly feel love, you know? And so I see him and I'm like, hey man, how's it going? And we started talking. And anyway, this happens and we were talking about getting married for residency. Okay? I'm not doing it. That's why I'm putting it on the video. Because, anyway. So, the cards that I pulled for this were 10 of Swords. And I was like, martyrdom, giving up. You know, I was like, it's only for marriage. It's only paperwork, right? And then I picked the 7. That's where the 7 of Swords came in the north. Like what's in the air, which makes perfect sense. Thieves are all around. And it was basically telling me he's a thief. And I knew that. And I was like, yeah, I know he's a pirate. I get that. I know. In the south was 7 of Wands, which I was like, okay, grounded in strong belief. And in the east was 6, coming up, shedding light on the subject, was 6 of Cups, which I was like, yeah, we've been friends for a long time, you know, old friendships and stuff. And at the end of the day, in the west, there was 3 of Diamonds, working as a team and stuff. So I was pretty positive about that. I'm like, I was actually gearing up, being really excited about, like, maybe next week. Like, we're talking soon. The next couple days, I was going to get married to this pirate. And I came home. Was it the next day? Or this all happened in the same day? No, I didn't write down the date. This was the next day. All of my stuff was stolen. We went to upload a video, and it was the 7 of Swords synchronicity video. I also wanted to point out that my numerology tarot deck in the temple room, I pulled synchronicity 3 times in a row. After really shuffling them, I really shuffle well. So, yeah, like, we went, and it was a great day. It uploaded really fast, and I was like, oh, that was great. That was a wonderful day of work. And we get home, and I see needles on the floor, and I'm like, no. I forgot to lock the bars. Now, there's a lot to say about the bars because it's really makeshift, do what I can. I mean, I built this whole pirate ship, so everything is just what I can physically do with my own hands without a lot of monetary resources. That's the basic key here. I do what I can with very, very little amount of resources. So anyway, I tried hard not to blame myself because I was like, you should have come back. You should have come back and locked that fucking door. I thought about it on the moto on the way to town, and I'm like, you didn't lock that door. But the dogs were in there, and I'm like, well, it's closed. Anybody's going to look, and it looks locked, right? And the dogs are in there, so I just kind of blew it off. Well, so yeah, I really wanted to be really mad at myself and beat myself up. And in the past, I have been really horrid to myself when I make mistakes like that. Especially when I came home and I see needles on the floor, like they left a trail, right? And I was like, no, like, and I went in there and all my stuff was gone. I also had failed to clean up my tattoo area from the last tattoo I had done, which again, dude, I wanted to punch myself in the face. I was so distraught with anger at myself for losing my tattoo stuff. Like, this is my life. Like, this, I've always prided myself in taking care of my things. I ran to the neighbors, to the land of pirates over there, and talked to my friend Pato and stuff, and he was like, at first I thought Pato was the one that stole it, right? Like, whoever took it knew. We were only gone for a couple hours. So, but that's the thing with Costa Rica. Thieves are everywhere. This is the jungle. You don't leave anything unlocked. So, at this point, Pato's like, I'll do what I can, wait for a little while, right? All we can do is wait. So I'm here meditating in the temple. I clean up my stuff, and I'm just like, I'm out of business. That's it. I'm out of business. I clean up the area. I want to do black magic because the thief dropped a tool that's not mine on the floor. And I was like, you want to pick that up and do some really heavy black magic on that shit? I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're not going to do that. And so I pulled some cards, and I've got 10 of wands. And I was like, yeah, I'll carry this burden. It was my responsibility. This is my debt, right? This is the oppression. This is my deal. I am going to carry it. And I'm not going to break down. And I'm not going to... I even thought, fuck Costa Rica. Fuck this place. Fuck the jungle. I can't take it anymore. I've been beat. I've been defeated. Fuck it all, right? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to carry this burden. I just pulled 3 cards. So on the right hand, it was Jack of Swords. And I was like, yeah, I see that. I'm like a little kid with my sword, just swinging it all over the place. Like, being silly. Fighting for a cause, Cutting through all the bullshit. And on the left side, I had the 8 of Wands. And 2 wands, that's a lot of fire. Ugh. Fire and me. And I really felt that moving quickly, it's time to move. Everything has to be really quick now. And it was just like burn it all up, right? I just saw fire and movement and being fast, right? And then I'm putting the cards up, and I'm just like, one last card. And it was 10 of diamonds, which is the world. 10 of pentacles, holding everything in your hands, right? And I'm like, this is my world. This is my world. And one thing that happened, it was very important to happen when you ask why. Why does this happen to me? Like, because that was there too. When I was laying in front of the temple and I'm like, I give you so much energy. You know, why would you do this to me? Why take everything from me? I think there's like Bible stories about that shit. Like, you want to damn God for taking everything. Why have you forsaken me? That's it. That's the line. Why? And, you know, really understanding that you can be a powerful magician and you can be the most devoted practitioner in the world, but if it's your karma, and if you need to learn something, and it's written in the stars too. I mean, I'm a Scorpio rising, so I learn from those punches. Every time I get punched, I learn how to move. Very connected with fire and very connected with Mars. So I understand this isn't the path for everybody, dude. I know that 100%. Like, I don't know anybody that could take the punches that I've taken. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I know a few. I know a few. But, yeah. One thing that came of this was that I talked a lot about healing my relationship with money. And one of the things that I do is I judge wealthy people. And one of the very prominent things that happens is when I'm driving around on my moto and I see their fancy houses with their fences and razor wire and, you know, I'm just like, ugh. I just get so like, you're gonna fence yourself off, like put yourself in a cage. And I really felt disgusted. That's gone. Dude, I thought about razor wire this whole property. Like, make it look like a fucking prison. I really felt it. You know, the other day my bicycle was stolen. That was only a couple days ago. This is all the synchronicity. Synchronicity. I pulled that card 3 times. It's just like over and over. Like, you're not going to learn your lesson. You're going to just think, oh, well, you know, it's the bike. I mean, it sucks, but it's gone. I can't do anything about it. Oh, well, now, what are you going to think about when your livelihood, when your tattoo machines and your power supply is stolen? Now, how do you feel? Motherfucker. So, I will never judge a razor wire fence protecting a wealthy property ever again. That has cured me. Thank you for curing me of that. And realizing that I have to protect what I have. And if that means putting it in a cage because I'm in the middle of a whole bunch of thieves, I mean, pirates tend to like to bury their shit. So maybe it's just a matter of hiding it. These lessons have been drilled into my head painfully. So Pato comes back and he's like, I found your shit. He knows all the thieves. Like, all he had to do was call all the other pirates and say, who's got the tattoo machines, right? And I'm like, all right, let's go. Well, of course, I mean, the pirates, they're not going to give it to you. I had to pay for it. I had to go buy the shit back. And it was so crazy because I'm like, come on, Pato. I'm on the bike with Pato. It's been a while since I've ridden with him. We used to ride together a lot when we work a lot, you know, together. But it's been a while since this one girl that came in that, long story, I really fell in love with her, and then Pato fell in love with her, and then Pato ended up with her. So we haven't really worked together since that happened. I'm on the back of the bike with Pato, and here we go. We go over this crazy, huge motorcycle bridge. It's all rickety, and it's got like these holes, and I'm just like, oh my God. I'm doing mantras the whole way over. And it's wet and slippery. It was so wild. And then he goes deep into the jungle, and I had never gone that deep into Nosara. And he's like, he stops the moto, and he's like, okay, I gotta go the rest on my own. And at that point, I'm like, it made perfect sense, because he's like, the dude, I mean, he can't climb up on this other pirate ship and be like, this is who you stole from. Like, he can't be disrespected in this world either, because this is his world. So he can't bring me up there. And I get that. But then I realized that Pato just dropped me off in the jungle, and I gave him the money to pay for my stuff. I don't even know if it's my stuff. I hadn't even seen it. Like, this is all so much trust and so much. I mean, I'm saying mantras. I'm like, oh, money, bad me, 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 oh. Woo! Please let this work out. And it wasn't long, and he pulls up, and he's got my stuff. I mean, it sucks, but I'm like, my stuff is back, right? Yes. And I don't know who took it. It could have been Gerald. That was just, but there was so many little things. Like, they didn't let the dogs out because the gate was closed. I just forgot to close the lock. They went in, got the stuff, came out, and those dogs, like, they come barreling through the door when I open it. So that I thought was strange. And that it's usually locked, and that we were only gone for an hour, that it had to be somebody that was really watching what I'm doing. But then it could be synchronicity. Like, I saw Gerald's all of a sudden, I'm in Gerald's mind. He said he was working across the street, and he's like, I'm going to go visit Eve. He comes up, he sees that nobody's here, he sees that the door's not locked. He's a tattooist, and that's the other thing. Like, he has these pirates that live close to me. I've tattooed all of them. And when I talk to him, I'm like, in Spanish, I'm like, it would be stupid for you to rob from me because I tattoo you, you know? And that's the truth. Like, I tattoo all those guys, generally for free. They want tattoos. They wouldn't steal my tattoo stuff. Gerald, on the other hand, I hadn't seen in a long time. He tattoos, or did. He has that intent of, it just made sense. So anyway, I was like, all right, I'm not marrying Gerald. Like, maybe that's another thing. Maybe this happened simply, the universe is like, no, bitch, you can't be marrying that fucking pirate. He will rob you blind. I don't know. But I did think that. I also thought that it could have been Pato because we have had a few. He took the moto and kind of broke it a little bit. I mean, it still runs. He didn't destroy it. It just doesn't have the back brakes are broken, and both of the directional lights are broken.
So that's what I told you.
What?
Today about you.
What about him? You tell him. What about him? I don't remember what you said.
I said if you marry him, he can steal you because if a girlfriend marries a boyfriend, then the boyfriend can steal a lot.
Yeah, that's what I just said. And yeah, she just confirmed. She said it too. Anyway, I thought that this would have been really, really sneaky, but it could have happened. Maybe Pato, it was this whole thing, like I'm going to steal the stuff and then she's going to buy it back and then I'm going to take her and be the savior, and all of a sudden I'm in her good graces again, right? Because like, he borrowed the bike and it got stolen. He borrowed the motorcycle and broke it a little bit. And then he's like, I need to get back on Eve's good side. Because today, just this morning, he shows up and he's like, I want to help you out and I want to I need some money. You know, do you have any work for me? I want to help fix the place. And I do need his help. Or I need help. There's so much going on here at Coma that I really need help. One, to secure and have a place that I can lock all of the valuables, right? And I mean, I don't have a drill. There's just a lot of stuff that I need help with. So I was like, that motherfucker, I wonder if he did that whole thing and he knew I was going to get my stuff back just to get me back. Like now all of a sudden I'm indebted to him because he got my stuff back. Fucking pirates, man. I mean, he does. Pato is a magician. I've had other people confirm. That little motherfucker. I love him. And I love Gerald too, that motherfucker. You know, this is another thing that I thought. I am fully aware that if I was not friends with all these pirates, I would not have gotten my stuff back. And I wouldn't have anything. See, nobody's taken anything except when I went into the village and I was like, this is my business. Like, you steal this and you steal my livelihood. And I got my stuff back. The other things that have been stolen, like the bicycle and the chainsaw and the weed whacker and a toilet was stolen. That was like one of the first things that was stolen before the house was even built. Anyway, yeah. And then I thought, know thy enemy. I mean, sleep in the bed with them. Like, if you know your enemy, you know who you're dealing with. And you know how to direct things. It's Martian. It's totally martial arts, Mars. Oh, my connection with Mars. But last night even though I got my stuff back, I really felt defeated, really down, really. And there was some thoughts that, you know, the thoughts you have when you're depressed. Not that I want to share them with the world on YouTube, other than they were there. You know them. Like, fuck this, fuck it. Basically, there's not many words other than that. Like, those are the main, fuck this shit. I fucking hate this shit. fuck it. Some tears, just feeling like I can't do this anymore. I can't go on. I can't. So I went to bed. This morning is another day. It's a beautiful day. It really is beautiful. And I have newfound understanding of what's going on. And I did a card spread. I wanted to share that. Oh, and the first thing that the first numbers that I see this morning it was 6:16 a.m. April 16th. Hey, it's my baby boy. This is the dog that let the thieves in. You're not a very good guard dog. Ugh. You let them steal my stuff. Go away. So yeah. 6:16:16. 3 6s. And they're the 2 1s, the pillars. So the center card was Ace of Wands. And of course I'm thinking, the powers of fire. I'm holding that wand. I will protect what's mine with razor wire if I have to. This is definitely a new idea for me. The thought, I'm redesigning the location with, okay, I can put this, I can put a cage over here that I can lock up. I can, I'm redirecting how I'm thinking about caging this place up. Securing it is a better word. This is action. I'm thinking about this. This is an action. In the north, I got the Magician. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I know who I am. I know myself. In the south, I've got 7 of Cups. And I was like, this one, I understand that it's got all the cups and they're all full and you've got these choices and decisions. And I'm like, rooted in decisions. Like, unrooted, that would be like that I don't have my roots because of all of the choices and the decisions. And ultimately, I am deciding what to do. Like when Pato came and was asking for work. I could have told him, no man, fuck off. I couldn't tell him. After he took me into the jungle and got my tattoo stuff back, like, even if he did that on purpose, there is no way I was going to treat him like that, because then my whole boat would be gone. He'd steal the boat. But 7 is also, I took some time to really study this card for this particular spread. And 7 is associated with Venus and love. And it would make sense why there's the cups, and Venus is also a lot like Virgo in that she's a young, beautiful woman that is thinking about love, She's daydreaming. She doesn't really know. She's that virgin. She doesn't really know the struggles and the shit of the world. She's pure. She has to be pure. My Venus is in Virgo. I really, really understand this. I just love everybody. I just trust everybody, and I just want to help everybody. That's where my choices are coming from. What's grounding me? In the east, what's coming up over the hill was King of Swords, and I absolutely saw that Mars coming up over the hill to help, right? Like that king with the sword coming to help save the virgin. And in the West, at the end of the day, I got 3 of cups. And at the end of the day, there's going to be a party. No doubt about it. I mean, the shit's real, the shit's crazy, the shit's hard. The battle is real and it's bloody. But at the end of the day, there is going to be a feast. And there is going to be dancing and music. So, keep watching. It might be on YouTube. The party. Oh, and I gotta say that whole spiel. Okay, I gotta say, please remember to hit the like button. It's just a little tick, and it doesn't do anything. It's not like it saves anything on your computer or takes any space. It's just a little like button. And subscribe if you like it. Like, that really helps out with the numbers, and I'm gonna really try and put everything. I have put everything into this YouTube channel, and it's gonna get better. I'm gonna get better cameras and a better microphone, and I'm doing my studying, and I'm watching all the videos, and I can't think of the dude's name. I'm gonna learn how to plug all that stuff in and like become an affiliate marketer and like have bubbles on the right hand corner that says click there. I'm gonna get there. It's only been a couple weeks, and I'm confident in my content, so also the journals are published on Amazon, #MysticEve. I've got a podcast, and yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on, so I hope you like it. Thank you so much. Take care.